Okay, we got to do this quick. Hi, everybody and every pony. It's Haunted Gamer Pony here. We're back, and we're gonna do a reaction video on Somno Captis. It's written by Flintlock. I think it's written by Flintlock. I'm pretty sure that is. And it's read by Scribbler. It's basically a Twilight Sparkle story. Um, I'm not really sure what it's about. I haven't actually read it yet or heard of it. So we're about to jump right into it. And a big shout out to Firepone3. And I'm sorry about that. I know you changed your name on YouTube. Everybody also give a big shout out to Matt Life. He's my best friend. He lives like right down the street from me, and he's getting into college and all that stuff. He can help you wherever you need, like, if you need information about college or any of that stuff, like, real estate, repairing cars. He just now got started doing into that. So big shout out to Matt Life, and big shout out to Dark 5.3. Thank you guys, and also everybody else for for the comments. I appreciate it. And anyone was saying, well, I'm I'm looking to start anew. You know, first things first, you gotta have a job. You gotta have, a car. You also need to have a little bit of experience taking care of kids. If not, that's okay too, because I'm totally experienced, so I'm all good with that. But without further ado, let's get into this.
Tired. I'm so tired. Down in the palace laboratory, my body and my brain fight a bitter little war. One wants to sleep, while the other needs to stay awake. It takes every bit of willpower I have to maintain the stalemate between them. Shaking my head, I blink, rub my eyes, and force myself to keep reading. This book is the last one I have on interdimensional phenomena. If I study it hard enough, I may just find an answer to my little dilemma. I have to keep reading. Normally, forcing myself to study would be like a Spike forcing himself to ogle rarity. But right now, reading is the last thing I want to do. As I study the page, words come loose and jump around, turning perfectly legible text into gibberish before my eyes. My head feels like it's been filled with cotton. My muscles have turned to jelly. Tired. I'm so tired. As I read,
I know how that
I
is.
hear my bed calling to me like a siren to a lonely sailor.
That's what my bed does.
Twilight,
Come over.
lay your sleepy head
I
on
just
my
knocked my
pillow.
headphones off.
Cover your aching
Come to
body
bed,
with my
Kevin.
comforter.
Come to bed.
Into the darkness and let your
Make the
mind
bed
rest.
squeak. No.
My eyelids start to droop. Rest. Sleep. Yes. A little rest. That'll be nice. Tired. I'm so tired. No! Slapping myself again, I drag myself over to a nearby coffee.
No!
Pour myself a cup of steaming black liquid.
You know what that reminds me of? I'm sorry if I have to pause this, but you know what that reminds me of? You ever seen that Batman meme where he's like, Harvey, no. That's what I was thinking of that.
Swish a
That's
tea
just
bag
fun.
through it, then crush a few caffeine tablets into the brew for good measure. Plugging my muzzle,
There we
I
go.
chug the piping hot slurry and grimace. Much as I hate it, at least it would keep me awake for a few more hours. Keep me safe for a few more hours.
I don't know anybody who chuck coffee that hard, especially if it's
How long
hot.
has it been since I left the palace? Days? Weeks? I don't know. Down in this windowless lab, time doesn't exist. Even with the clock hanging above my desk, minutes, hours, and days all blur together.
Oh,
I'm not even sure if there's still an Equestria anymore. Or if Pony Kind.
oh no, that's sleep deprivation calling to you.
Cast the force field around the castle. All of
I almost
the
died of
sapphires
heat
in a
exhaustion
way.
when I was living out the lake house
Spike.
recently.
Sorry, Spike. But I can't let that thing find you too. I shudder. Even the thought of the
What thing?
thing seems to get its attention. The moment I even start thinking about it,
What?
I can feel its presence. A rat scrabbling behind the walls of reality. Watching me. Waiting for me. Infinitely patient. infinitely alien, infinitely evil. I scour the book on my desk, frown, then hurl it against a wall, cracking the magic-infused crystal.
Damn.
Nothing. 550 pages of extra-dimensional phenomenon, and I still have no idea what I'm dealing with. Scowling, I sit up and trot over to the mirror in the center of the lab, weaving my way through an obstacle course of discarded scrolls, crumpled up notes, and candy wrappers. Like its cousin back in the Crystal Empire, it's a pane of magically doped glass in a horseshoe-shaped frame, accompanied by banks of blinking lights, tape rails, and power crystals.
Hold on, whoa. Is she talking about the... You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but is she talking about that mirror thing where she goes into the human version world of themselves? I'm like deadly confused.
Inside is a cruel dial marked destination. I see more than myself in the reflective pain. I see the bloodshot eyes and greasy mane, the heavy eyelids and unkempt fur. I hate it more than I have ever hated anything in my entire life. Countless hours
Have a look.
Oh, I know this dude, the Cosmos. Yeah, that dude's smart. I suggest looking at his. It says it's on Tuesday. Broadcast premiere on 7C.
Kind of even wilder and more speculative.
It's on Fox.
People won't really be blown away by it. When
This
would you like the future to begin?
This dude, he blows my mind. He was on. Hold on, real quick. I saw that dude on Hot Ones. I suggest you read his stuff. He's all about, like, I'm kind of like about astrology and all that, and he blows my mind, bro. He blows my mind.
Clues on how to build it.
Blows my mind.
Thousands of bits and hundreds of
I don't remember what his
hours
name is, but I know who that
thing.
dude is.
And what great world-changing discovery do I make? That sometimes it's better to leave the multiverse alone. I trot around the mirror, alternating between studying it and rubbing my chin. Should I destroy it? The mirror was deactivated right now. I hadn't used it since the first...
And just a little review on this. It's really good. Like, the sounds they produce, everything. Like, every time I listen to one of Scribbler's readings and stuff, they put sound. The voices are almost the same. Everything's all perfect. Like, so, big shout out to Scribbler Productions, because, they do really, really good at telling the story and actually putting you into that story, you know what I'm saying? And other people got a good way of doing that too, you know what I mean? Forrest McGilver, he produced a lot of good sounds. That's what it's all about. When stories got perfect sound, you know what I mean? And then you feel like you're actually there in an episode, you know what I mean? That's what's really cool. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but that's what I like about this, you know what I mean?
Nightmare. But it was possible that the thing was using my creation as an anchor of sorts, allowing it to extend its consciousness into our universe.
Get this out of the way.
Destroying it could break the connection, or make things exponentially worse. What choice do I have? Already I can feel the energy leaking from my body. My alicorn physiology had already metabolized the caffeine. The world starts becoming heavier and heavier, as if a gaggle of imps was stacking barbells on my back. My thoughts became fuzzier, looser. I had to do this now. Evolved magic forms on my horn, growing larger and larger while I pour my will into it. With a mental flick of my fetlock, I hurl the destructive sphere at the mirror. There's a flash of blue light, a whiff of ozone.
Down she goes.
And when the light fades, all that's left of my grand project is a pile of molten glass and charred rubble. For a moment, I feel a sense of deep, deep peace. The weights fall off of my back. That did it. It's over. Now, to get some sleep.
Someone tells me she's not going to get to the bed as easy as she thought.
The laboratory. Hello, bed, my old friend. Sorry to keep you waiting for so long. Tired. I'm so tired.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck?
I stopped.
What is this? Oh, you know what I bet this is? I bet this is the picture. Yeah, that picture was tripping nuts.
More than he already will.
That scared the fuck out of me. I just moved my shoulder and went, what?
And take position beside me. I turned to face the pile of wreckage that used to be the mirror. The broom and dustpan fall to the floor, along with my jaw. Fixed. I rubbed my eyes.
Oh, it repaired itself.
Blink a few times, then rub them again for good measure. I trot over to the mirror, running a hoof over its frame. What? How? How could this? It's in perfect condition. No chips, no cracks, not even a single scratch. It could have been fabricated just yesterday. I pull a hoof back and slam it into the mirror, breaking it into 1,000 pieces, each shard emblazoned with my face. I turn my head for a few moments and look back. It's still there, still intact. I twist it into pieces with my telekinesis. Still there. I crush it into a sphere the size of a marble. Still there. I slam it against the walls of the lab. Still there. As I destroy the horrid device again and again, I feel the thing. It's laughing at me.
That's a pretty indestructible mirror.
Hot tears trickling down my
You don't have to worry about no bad luck, though.
I can't move.
I mean, technically this is bad luck, I guess, or whatever she's getting into.
I stretch a hoof toward the coffee pot and try to pick myself up. But slowly.
She's making me thirsty.
Eyelids shut. My breathing slows. Just a few seconds. For just a few seconds, reality blurs. The universe fades. Tired. I'm so tired.
Oh, here comes another ad, people. Here comes. 3, 2, 1.
When the open road opens and you're ready to go.
And you're ready to go. No, that always ruins it. I hate that. I'm sorry, people. We're skipping that. Uh-oh, I'm seeing a little bit of wing at the bottom. You getting that?
When I come to, I'm a very long way from home.
Is the camera working?
Hoisting myself off the ground, I pluck bits of razor-sharp gravel from my coat and shiver. On both sides of me are walls of jagged obsidian, higher than the highest mountain, stacked atop the second highest mountain. There's no sun in this bizarre version of Equestria. No clouds, not even a sky. The only light sources are these patches of glowing red slime dripping from the walls.
Oh, what?
As I shiver in the frigid, flinty air, the thing approaches.
The
I don't
what?
see or hear anything. There's no sound whatsoever, save for my own terrified heartbeat. But somehow I can feel that it's approaching.
What's approaching? What is...
The prey animal
This
inside
thing?
me kicks in. I rear up on my hind legs, whinny, and gallop down the canyon. Frantically, I scan my surroundings. I spot a warm white light with the same horseshoe shape as the portal. Quickly, I charge toward it. Each step pushes jagged, glassy rock into the frog of my hoof, but I grit my teeth and push myself forward. I am a princess of Equestria. I can do this.
She probably
The
can.
thing grows stronger by the second. Whatever the thing is, it's catching up. I hurl myself through the canyon. Sharp outcroppings slice up my sides.
No, you can't do that, no.
Another takes a small chunk out of my right hoof.
Ah.
My teeth clench. Pain is pushed aside. All that's left is will. Nothing else matters but the portal. The friendly light grows larger with every hoofstep.
Gotta get to that
I'm
portal.
nearly overcome with joy from just looking at it. Home. Sweet home. It's been so long. Much too long. Something catches my left foreleg. I yelp and stumble face first onto the canyon floor.
Hold on a second. You can't do that to me. Especially with that grinding meat sound. You can't. Alright.
Every vertex, every edge is a blade, slicing my body to ribbons. I scrabble desperately on the slick
She really
stone
sounds like
to
she's
try and regain my footing,
Ugh.
only to slice myself up even more.
Please no.
Blood wells up from countless cuts, turning my coat dark purple. It's a miracle, or a curse that I haven't blacked out yet.
I think it's a miracle.
Something grabs my body.
She's not dead.
And locks him into place, like I was suddenly encased in a block of glass.
Oh no.
Against my will, I'm slowly rotated away from the portal and back toward the darkness. I hear a sound, like a mountain-sized bell tolling. Something materializes from the darkness.
Oh, hell no.
It's a door, larger than 100 Canterlot castles stacked atop each other. From what I can see in the dim light, it's made of a featureless material.
Oh my god.
Resembling polished basalt.
If you all can't see that, she's fucked up right here.
Of any kind. No visible hinges.
Gotta move my shit.
Only a thin seam running straight down the middle. One look at the thing, and I instantly forget about my horrible pain. My stomach turns to ice.
Oh
Tears
god.
of pure fear trickle down my cheeks. It found me. It found me. This
Please, no.
pain, it's beyond anything I've ever experienced. It's like
Can't even imagine.
Dust mite staring up at the hoof of an alicorn, trying to comprehend what it's looking at. Only I'm the dust mite, and the alicorn is looking back, and it's laughing. There's a sound, like a planet screaming in pain.
Well,
A thin line of light
the fuck was
appears
that?
where the seam once was. Harsh, unnatural
What
light
is this
of a
thing?
color that I can't even begin to describe, sapping what little will I have left. Slowly, the line grows
The
wide.
sound in this is good.
The light pierces through me, burning me from the inside out. I slam my eyes shut, but the light pierces right through me, growing brighter, hotter.
Hold on. Hey, God, this is making me sneeze.
It fades,
Making me tear up a little.
blinking away spots.
Oh,
I open my eyes.
don't open your eyes.
I instantly
It's not good
regret
for
it.
your health.
Behind the door,
Better
is
open
a
your eyes.
wall,
What?
an infinitely tall, infinitely long wall, made of bodies. My bodies.
What? What?
Beyond
Oh my
your
god, what
threshold
the fuck?
are hundreds of twilight sparkles, slender, elegant alicorns, shriveled up crones, blank flanked fillies, colts.
I even see human Twilight in there. What the fuck?
Still attached to their umbilical cord and covered in birth fluids,
Oh!
welded together into a squirming, screaming wall. I swallow my gorge. Urine trickles onto the rocks below me. Some of the Twilights resemble my mirror universe counterpart. Some are covered in scales. Others have multiple heads. Some have no heads. Some have heads in nooses or heads with horrific wounds. All are in pain. The wall bends in my direction.
Oh no.
1,000 Twilights reaching out toward me, welcoming another sister to the fold.
No, thank you.
A whole opens up in the
No,
wall.
thank you.
Exactly.
I'm gonna crawl my ass away from this.
The spot on my left shoulder suddenly flares with pain. I look
Stop
down to see
with
a
the meat.
bulge of
With the meat.
liquefied fur
Stop
and
with the
flesh
meat.
stretching toward the niche in the wall. Several more flares of pain follow, and more bulges pop out of my skin, stretching themselves into hair-thin ribbons of liquid pony.
Just keep crawling.
Lavender
I'd rather
starts
feel
to
the pain
ooze
than
into
do all
the
this
opening
shit.
like molten candy into a mold. The sight of liquefied flesh triggers something in me. With a strength I never knew I had, I break the door's control and stagger back toward the portal. Long streamers of blood and liquid flesh trail behind me. Ignoring the pain of being simultaneously melted and sliced apart, I drag myself toward the portal. Closer, closer, closer. The world grows dim.
God,
I
man.
slump to the ground. Just give up. Let the wall take me. There's no point in fighting. No matter what I do, it will get me. After all, look at the countless other twilights it caught. They tried. They failed. Why would I be any more successful?
That is terrifying to think about. Is it sucking her in?
Shaking off the treacherous thoughts, I reach a hoof out toward the growing outline. There's a jolt and a flash of light. Tired. I'm so tired.
It's a brightness again. Is it over? Wow. Wow. Wow.
Laying flat on my stomach next to that accursed mirror. Wobbling, I pick myself up.
Yeah, she needs to get rid of that.
Everything hurts. Somehow,
I wouldn't
my
keep it.
body is completely untouched. But I can still feel the wounds, still feel the disgusting tug of being drawn into the wall.
No.
I'm alive. I can't believe it.
Or now.
I'm alive. I drop to my hooves and start kissing that dusty, scuffed up floor. Oh, sweet, beautiful reality.
I'd be doing the same. That shit was terrifying.
I remember the wall.
Oh, no, please, no. Don't get
Something hot
close
and bitter
up.
Shoots up my throat.
It's a close-up, people.
I run up to the lab's tiny bathroom and expel my recently drunk coffee. Once my stomach finally calms down, this is our...
You need to stop with the ads, bro.
There's not cooling.
You know this counts as copyright, right? So get off my channel.
Sour bile out
No,
of my mouth. Race to the coffee pot and chug straight from the spout. The hot coffee burns my lips.
You still
scalds
drink
my
it?
throat.
Ugh.
My stomach screams in pain. I
I think drinking too much of that coffee's bad for you anyway.
Tossing aside the pot,
That's
I throw
caffeine.
myself at my writing desk and crack open a book. Maybe there was something I missed. I hope there is. I've got to keep trying. I have to find an answer. Soon.
Oh.
Because I'm tired. I'm so very tired.
Oh, man. That's sad. She has to deal with that. That's probably a universe where she getting fucked up, man. All right. Very well done. Twilight was Scribbler. All right. Adapted for audio by Scribbler. You know that they make the sounds amazing. Even when it's like terrifying, they make it really amazing. I thought that aha was all those things screaming at her and shit because they were all in pain and screaming. I could hear it. That was well done. Well done. I listen to Scribbler a lot too. It's not just Scribbler, but there's other channels that also do just as good. And I have to really hand it to them. They do good. My favorite Scribbler is Curse Word, the Lost Narrator series. Or no, that's not Scribbler. That's Lost Narrator by itself. Um, I'm sorry, I got confused between the two because they both of them are really good. Um, and that was Somno Captis. That was a Twilight Sparkle story. Um, and to give a really good recap of that, that was very good. The meat grinding. No, you can't do that. That shit makes me cringe. Like I'm just like, look like I gotta take a shit, man. I For real, that was really good. And the artwork was beautiful. I like the artwork. Every time I look at the artwork, it's always something that gets my interest. It's that thumbnail. When you look at that thumbnail, you're like, ooh, this looks good. You know, like for real, like everything about these stories is incredible. And I'm sorry to say that my fan fiction was taken away and possibly destroyed or just tossed away as trash because I had my suitcase ready and all this bullcrap that happened. Now I don't got my fan fiction, and I put so much effort into it. But for those of who have been waiting to hear a little bit of it, um, I'll try to rewrite it, and that way, like we'll write it together. I'm gonna make a YouTube series where we're literally going as we're writing. You know what I'm saying? That way, I don't have to. You guys don't have to wait for so long. You can just listen to it as I go along. You know what I mean? So and yeah, it sucks. I gotta go to court 26th of this month, and I hope I get your hooves and your hands in prayer because I really need it. Um, and again, I want to thank Darkfire Pony 3 and Matt. I'm sorry about that. I know it's Matt Life probably right now. I know you've been changing your name a little bit, but a big shout out for my friend Matt. Uh, and I'll try to catch you guys in the next video. And that was good. That was really good. Big shout out. That was really amazing. I love the artwork, and I hope you guys heard it okay. I'm going to check the footage and make sure you can hear the story. Um, until then, I'm gonna edit this, and I hope this was something you like to hear, and I hope to hear more from you guys if you want more. Thank you.